Namaste. I'm happy to be here with all of you today. We will start this meditation course with a meditation, a guided meditation. So you can have a comfortable posture now. The meditation I'm guiding you into today, it's called the beauty that you are. You can close your eyes. And just tune into these moments of presence, of quietness. Opening and opening. Meditation is about letting go and starting again, and letting go and starting again. Every moment is an opportunity to let go and to start again. You dive in an ocean of deep acceptance, and you begin to slow down and pay attention to the most precious thing there is. It is you. It's you as this moment, you as this silence, you as this presence. Wherever you are always with yourself. Meditation is about becoming more intimate, more friendly towards yourself. And by softly turning your attention inward, dive into what it feels to be here and now. To be who you are in an easy, uncontrolled way. You are inviting your attention to be here, to be in this present moment, to stay home. And notice how your breath comes and goes. One breath in, one breath out. Feelings, sensations appear and disappear in the body. Notice sounds coming and going. Even your own thoughts come and go in this space of inner, deep intimacy. Maybe there are fewer clouds in the inner sky, or maybe more clouds. Maybe your mind is more quiet or more noisy. Can you just let it be there? Can you deeply trust, deeply relax, and let your mind be as it is? Maybe noisy, maybe silent. No clouds can ever disturb the vastness of the sky. Whatever appears is just a temporary visitor. Let it be there. Let clouds come and go while you disappear in its vastness, in its infinity. You are the sky. You are the infinity. You are the vastness. Whatever thought might appear, may be pleasant or unpleasant, fearful or joyful, is just a passing cloud. As the sky, you don't need to control, manipulate, or even transcend the clouds. You don't have to delete the clouds or go where there are no clouds. Let all ideas fall. Explore how it is to be the sky in which everything is happening. Stay easy, simple. You can even let go of trying to meditate, trying to get it right, trying to get the right experience, trying to feel better or to be awakening, or even try not to try. Can you just let go of meditation itself and rest in silence? Will you sink deeply in silence? With nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to become. Nothing to understand. This is the place in which you can feel safe. You can feel relaxed, peaceful, undisturbed, and rested. Stay here, stay here, and let the silence take you. And we will stay silently in silence for the next 15 minutes till the bell rings. So we have gone into the mystery of the I am, which is pure consciousness. It's a pure space of inner silence, yeah? And from there, everything gets created and everything returns. So today we explore the question, what is it the most cherished commitment we have in life? You see, the most important, essential thing is to know who we really are, is to know what we really want. So what is your number one priority in life? So my dear friends, your highest aspiration in life can be actually anything. You see, you can use these courses as you wish because they are multidimensional. These instructions can be applied to many levels of consciousness and aspects of life. Nevertheless, the number one interest, that we have here is freedom, truth, meditation. So then I go back always to that. Consciousness is inherent in all things and all beings, everywhere and all the time. You see, when we act from consciousness, we act from innocence. We act from a space where we feel really absolutely authentic. And from this state, we realize that that we never really wanted whatever we thought we really wanted. We realize that behind all those desires has always been one desire, the same desire. And that desire is to be really what we are in every experience of life. All we really want is to be able to truly express ourselves from this freedom and to live a fully free life. What is that really occupies the biggest place in your heart? So once we realize what I am is, our task is to be loyal to that revelation. We have to commit to what we really deeply have realized. And let that fire of revelation transform every aspect of our inner and also our outer life. It is only a passionate commitment, you see, that can allow us to surrender, to collaborate with the fire of unstoppability. Surrender is the most essential step. So you follow your heart, you stay in a state of love with the truth of what you are, which is freedom. Freedom has to become a living, walking, breathing demonstration of this commitment. To have a moment of realization, an awakening, it can happen. Actually, it happens quite often in our meetings and in satsang. But that moment has to be something that is going to be stable and effortless. The fire of unstoppability is freedom in action. And believe me, it's worth sacrificing anything for it, because everything else is just a mirage rising out of consciousness. Freedom is here. in every single moment of our life. It's not separate from our life. You don't need to run away to some very far away, small Greek islands. You don't need to change your life. You know, our life, it's our own playground. Is it right here that we can express freedom and be happy? So remember that you are already that which you're looking for. So you need to start to look inside, feel the silence, stay still, explore your inner sky. You need to really start to see what is emptiness. Start to see what the storyteller, this chattering, you know, the storyteller, how is it fooling us, constantly fooling us? He makes us believe that we are a limited little something, you see? That we need to accomplish, I wonder what in life, and in order to get whole, to get happy. And that's very important to realize what this voice is telling us. One thing is also very important is to know that when you sit on the outside for that which you don't feel you are, then your search will fail. I hope this is clear. This is really an important point. When we seek out there something that we don't feel we are that, then, you know, what can we find? Zero. You know why we find zero? Because we never find that which we want. We only find that which we are. To say more simple, yeah, I could say we express and we have only that which we are conscious of being or having, possessing. We can only express what we are conscious of being, and we can only have what we are conscious of possessing. This is the only game in consciousness. That's how consciousness works. So if the veil of ignorance is thick, then tear it apart, you know, with the fire of freedom. Mastery of freedom is our highest achievement. Our habits, they are hard to break. We need a strong determination, you know, to be willing to see what we are creating inside and outside of ourselves. We are so hooked, so trapped into our own beliefs. We are always trapped in the emotions of our past. We see our beliefs as truth, and we rarely see that a belief is just an idea that we can change, actually. So remember that there is a universal law that energy goes where attention goes. And by staying in the mystery of the I Am, which is an open space, we are tapping on the field of infinite possibilities. And it is from here that you let your strongest pull move you on to the next step. One thing to check, it's our attitude to life. one attitude plus another attitude plus another one, in the end it makes a belief. When the belief is very well nourished with our own attention, it becomes a perception. We perceive what we believe. And perception makes us believe that what we perceive is true. When we believe something, we perceive something as true. And when we have a perception which is sponsored by our belief, which is sponsored by our attitude in life, then we think that perception, we believe that that perception is true. And this becomes then an habit. We are creatures of habits. By repeating over and over and over the same program, we are creating a certain view, you see, of ourselves, of the other, of the world. So when our attention goes towards thoughts about painful memories, for instance, or when we imagine all the worst that can happen in the future at the exclusion of everything else, then we are just off track. We are filling in those blind spots. You remember last course, the nervous system, it fills in what can't see. And so we are filling in those blind spots with an unkind, dreadful, frightful narrative. When our head is full of images, it's those images who make our life. This is not so new. Everybody knows that by now. We keep on looking at our life from the same level of mind every day. And how can we allow an expression of freedom and of truth from there? We need to empty our cup first. We need to allow the fire of unstoppability to take us where there are no limitations and no burdens. The truth of life can be very different from the dream of life. So many people live life in full expectancy to gain joy, peace, and to end all pain. There is nothing wrong in this, but we're talking something else. We are talking that when we ignite that fire, which I call the fire of unstoppability, we will witness that this fire has its own intelligence, its own way. It's a silent current, you see, underneath talent, that take us straight into what is, not considering what we want. My suggestion is to follow that current. Even if it takes you in times of overwhelming sorrow, confusion, discourage, or deep heartbreaking. Let that fire burn. Remember that we can only collaborate, and 100% collaboration with that current is what freedom is. We can only collaborate with this undercurrent. So let those states be. We actually let them in. We give them space. You know, life is like a wide river, and its dharma, its evolutionary process, is to keep on flowing and flowing and flowing. So while the river flows, It might encounter thoughts, emotions, sensations, might encounter imaginary fantasies, impulses, people, situations, events, success, failure, the bad and the good. Let it flow. Keep your eyes empty, keep your hands empty. Don't grab, don't reject. Stay as the unbounded space, as the I am. That's the eye of the cyclone, you see. It is right there in that space that we can allow anything to come, stay, and then go. When the fire of unstoppability burns inside our vein, you see, it creates a challenge to our beliefs and all our assumptions. All dream of life has to crumble. We have to face with total honesty all our opinions, ideas, notions. We need to face, challenge how things in life and people should be for us. So when the storyteller is saying something, there is a mantra you can use. When you hear the mind say something, the mantra, you answer with the mantra, is this true? You let go, you abandon so many beliefs and concepts we have stored in our memory. You see, what I'm teaching is to let the dream of life shatter. Let all plans crush. Let each and every expectation fall apart. Let the river flow. Let the fire burn. Let life live itself. And we stay free, embracing fully what is. We step out of the picture. The dream of life is control. The real life is love. Let life live itself. You need to know and embrace the truth that consciousness is the cause as well as the substance of the entire world. Consciousness is the one and only reality, is the vast ocean. You see everything, up, down, behind, in front, inside and outside. Everything is water here. Everything is consciousness. So consciousness is one, but it also takes different shades. The me, is consciousness, but it's egoic consciousness that identifies itself with the body and the mind. I am is consciousness, but is pure. It has no attributes, has no preferences and no idea. Yes, it has preferences, it has opinions, and it has ideas, but it's very limited. I am is the field of infinite possibilities. Egoic consciousness is selective, is personal. I am not. I am is not selective, not personal. To navigate well in this ocean of consciousness, of life, you see, we need to see clearly how consciousness operates. So the egoic consciousness, which is me, is the realm of the effect. Okay. The I am consciousness is the realm of the cause. So the me, egoic consciousness, keeps on generating ideas. And then by persisting habits, that consciousness impresses those ideas deep inside. So those ideas, they crystallize, they get assimilated by unconditional consciousness, which is I am. The me keeps on having many ideas. Then by persisting habits of generating ideas, this idea get crystallized, get fixed. Yes, get fixed inside the most deep ourself, in the I am. So the I am is the beloved. It's like a child, it's just innocence. It's a consciousness that is untouched, Doesn't make any difference for him to accept an idea suggested by the egoic consciousness. You see, when the me gives an idea unto the I am receives these ideas, and you know what it does? It manifests them on the outside. So by keeping the same idea, this idea, it's a small wave, it becomes a big wave, and soon will be rising up and will be going outside in the world. All things rises from consciousness. The function of the me is to impress the I am. And the function of the I am is to express all what is impressed upon it. So be sure that without this sequence, there is nothing that can be possible be made in the world. In the I am, there are no ideas. It's just total acceptance of those ideas that the me feels as true. So, and then the I am starts to objectify the accepted ideas. So we are filled in those blind spaces. And now we see what our expectations want us to see. So now, go back to the question of this course here. What occupies the biggest place in your heart? I hope it's peace, because whatever you think, it does become. Through the power of imagination, the me chooses the ideas he wants to entertain. By fueling those ideas get manifested. So what is your highest aspiration in life? You have to be very careful, because your moods, your feelings, they create an unbroken relation there is, between moods and feelings and the visible world. We have gone quite over time, and there is one exercise I wanted to give you. This exercise is called Open Your Inner Door. So there are many, many small things during the day that we don't even notice, things that are so simple like opening a door. So in this coming week, we do this exercise, this practice, that when you have your hands on a doorknob, wanting to open the door, then you stop for a moment. Be present to where you are, like now. You feel that moment, and you feel where the door is leading you. You see, you're about to step from one room to another room. Naturally, you let go of the old room and you enter into a new room. So stay in that moment. That's all the exercise. You catch that instant of time. You notice how it feels to let go of the old and step into the new. You feel how it is to let go of something and going into something different. So you're about to step out from the old room and you go into another one. At the same way, you imagine that you are holding an inner doorknob and you step out the old room of contracted feeling of controlling and you step into a new room of letting go. When you find yourself in a moment of uneasiness in daily life or in meditation, when you have idea about meditation, hold on, nod up, and you enter in another room, which is called the letting go room. So you notice how it feels to let go of the contracted and stepping into the letting go. What is it that you really want to control? See if you can instead let life be as it is. Let that situation be as it is. Let that conversation go where it wants to go. Let your partner be as he wants to be. Let your children play as they want to play. Let your work unfold as it is unfolding. Let life live itself. So with this exercise, instead of going through your daily life in autopilot, take occasional moments to stop and cultivate and awaken reorientation towards a free expression of your true self. Let go of the old and enter into the uncontrolled. And then write down on a piece of paper, on a book, write down the blessings that this simple action brings in your life. So it's a double-fold exercise. On the material world, you stop when you're holding a doorknob. You hold the doorknob, you stop, you feel, you breathe, and then you see how it feels how it is to step from one place into the next place. And inside, when you feel contracted, when you feel separation, when you feel controlled, imagine to hold a doorknob and to open a door into something else, which is called let go. This is all for today. Thank you to all of you. Bye-bye.